Tarot. I'm here to do a reading for you. We are live because I have no room on my phone. I don't know how to freaking do it. So I'm going to take some time to do all my technology stuff later. But anyway, welcome. So we're going to be reading for the 9th through the 15th for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Welcome on in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do go by likes. So generally that's how I'll figure out the order or who needs a reading. I'll kind of consider that first, just because I don't get very much communication, so I'm not exactly sure what y'all want. But so I'll just do what Spirit wants. All right, Aries, take an aspirin. I don't know. I got a lot of pressure in like my forehead, so your third eye might be blocked. All right, Aries, what energy are you bringing into the week of the 9th through the 15th? What energy is Aries bringing into the 9th through the 15th? Queen of Cups. Could be a Pisces cusper like me, or you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we have the Empress in reverse. All right. Could be working on building your world, making it more fruitful, more beautiful, something that matches your energy. Taking some time with your actual water side, your emotions. You could be walking away from a relationship at this time. We have the 8 of Cups. A lot of reminiscing is what I'm feeling. Reminiscing. Taking time away from building and doing and just being and feeling. Lovers in reverse. So you could be separating from like a Gemini or Virgo or Earth sign. Could have been a toxic relationship. So we have the Lovers and the Devil. Could also be Capricorn. But with this, it feels more like you were feeling trapped. Like you feel maybe your emotions were being, your emotions were being misread as volatile when really you were just being you. Queen of Wands. I feel like you need this. This is coming out pretty. I feel like you need the space to be passionate. And that's kind of how you define a lot of your identity and your worth, is being able to be passionate, whether that's in the bedroom, whether that's just in your ideas and your voice, in your actions. All right, so what does this look like for the week? Oh, wow. Week of the 9th through the 15th, please. So not taking action. No. Saying no. I feel like everything feels a little bit topsy-turvy. This could have really kind of made your world feel like it's upside down a little bit. A little dizzy. Could be dealing with some health issues. Please go see a doctor if that's the case. I am not a medical doctor. You had to make a really hard decision. The decision could have came from you, or you're up to make the decision, or the decision's out of your hands. At this point, it looks like it's not in your hands. Okay, so you're walking away from a relationship that didn't work. So you took some time to reminisce about it last week. You got in your feels about it. You started to internalize a little bit, meaning like it started to impact your self-esteem. Like, something wrong with me? Like, I was feeling so great. I was feeling pretty amazing, and then this happens. And I feel like this is kind of blindsiding. So you didn't exactly see it coming. You were just over here being yourself. But I think what you're doing is waiting now. So you're waiting to see what happens, because you're not going to take action. I feel like you're just, you want to be where you're wanted. So if someone said their piece, you're just kind of giving them space, right? What is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice in reverse? Like, you shouldn't have to say anything. So you could be either waiting for an apology, because this person did mean a lot to you, and I think that there's some toxicity in the way that this ended, or the way that these thoughts of leaving are coming up. But you're not playing around anymore. Like, you're not going to continue this cycle. You feel just fine the way you are. You're like, please tell me what I did wrong. But you're not going to be taking action at this time. And this isn't a decision for you to make. They made their decision already. And so you don't feel like it's your place potentially to make an action. You feel like you were done wrong potentially. Like something wasn't fair. It's not fair to expect me to reach out when you're the one who said what you said. And then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, no longer willing to pay attention to it. No longer willing to do the deep diving and doing the work. It's just too much work. Releasing the anxiety of it, right? It actually could be really enlightening, spending some time to yourself. Two of Pentacles in reverse. So next week, you could be taking a break. Dropping all the coins, dropping all the balls, just kind of letting it go to regenerate and kind of like refocus and think about this. I don't know if you were dealing with a Queen of Cups or a water sign. It's starting to feel like that's the other person, and they had self-esteem or insecurity or jealousy issues, and it caused it to get pretty toxic. So they needed to evolve a little bit more. It caused you to feel like walking away. That's why walking away isn't causing you anxiety, right? It was anxious. Being in the relationship and being out of it, or being in my own space, is actually making me feel rejuvenated, feeling a little better, feeling more confident. You know, I feel like I'm getting more attention. I feel special again, you know, instead of somebody constantly bringing you down because they're not taking care of their needs or their self, or they're expecting you to create their value. Damn. All right, Aries. So now I feel like you're just calculating. You're calculating all the tick marks. You're like, okay, well, this wasn't fair for me either. So you're done. You're feeling like you're on your way out. Okay, confirmation, please. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the decision's been made. You know, you feel a little bit stuck, but it's like there's always another option. There's always somewhere else. Another path. I think you're kind of going back to the beginning. And if I would do this all over again, I probably wouldn't. Four of Cups with the Two of Wands in reverse. So you're like, okay, I see it now. Now do I do this again and hope it'll be different? Or do I just go try that other wand, like the other path? So you're making a decision this week without expressing your decision. It's like you're kind of settling on that, or putting all the pieces together and integrating it. I'm sorry, Aries, for anybody dealing with that. Let's get you a rune for the week. But it does seem like you're handling it very well. Can I get a rune for Aries, please? Just one. Hagalaz. Hail. So the Elder Futhark Nordic rune for hail. Generally like an ice storm rune. It destroys the crops after you worked so hard sowing them, watering them, fertilizing them, plotting them, and then all of a sudden it's about everything. Hail just comes and destroys everything. It symbolizes nature, though. Wrath, being tested, overcoming obstacles. So, something to think about with regards to potentially leaving this dynamic or relationship. If you're going to leave, you can think about it in a couple different ways. Is Is this am I being tested based off of their toxic traits? And I'm only saying toxic because it just means they haven't healed that part of themselves. So it's bound to repeat itself until it's changed. And then nature. Is it just in their nature? Is this just who they are? Are they willing to do the work on themselves? Wrath. How destructive was this? How destructive was it for you, for the relationship, for anybody involved? And then overcoming obstacles. How much work is it going to take to fully repair this, and how much work are they willing to do and commit to in order to be honest with themselves and me in this dynamic, to have the hard conversations. Yeah. So this could be a test. This could be somebody that you're back and forth with. If you were, then this is definitely a test. But it could be a spiral, but moving upwards. Doesn't have to be a complete circle. So we'll see what happens. Hagalas again, if you want to remember it. It's like an H. It means H. So that's your weekly rune for you to learn and remember. And then what we'll do now is get you some confirmation. And this doesn't have to pertain to the reading. This is for Aries who stayed around, wanted to watch the whole video and the whole reading. Give them some confirmation if they're looking for a specific word, specific scenario or thing to happen, feelings. Balance. Guilt. Guilt came out for another sign too. Guilt. It's very clashy. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So stop putting yourself down. Don't feel guilty if they're a little bit less mature. You know, it's not your fault. Like, if things don't work out and you want to walk away on your own, for your own reasons, that is something that we can feel guilty for, but it doesn't necessarily mean we have to completely commit to guilt. We can commit to the balance of it, right? So balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So it's like, yes, I feel bad, but I'm not going to judge myself continuously for making this decision. And then we have purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So if you're perfectly aligned with yourself and this person isn't, that could be kind of like a clashing, oh, I feel bad for them, like they needed me, or we've been through so much together. But the purpose here is not to be together, it's just to be you, right? And finding that sweet balance. And if that person, it just needs to realign their balance and grow a little bit, they'll be there later, you know. But we're here, you know, seeking and finding. Yeah, so this could be like somebody who is still finding themselves, whereas you have found yourself. So it could just be a different state, a different level, not necessarily good or bad, just different. And it's really hard to find that balance if you can only meet somebody where they're at. Jeez. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, Aries. This video should upload shortly, and then I'm gonna go do, I think, Gemini, and I think that's all. I'll have to check. But thank you so much for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. Check out the Etsy. I am doing recorded readings, and I do intention candles and all that. You can check all that out on the shop. Thank you so much.